Hi, welcome back to Hi, welcome back to Conversation with Friends. This is a space where we tell the truth about becoming, especially in the seasons that don't look how we imagined. And lately, I've been sitting with this question: can you still become the woman you dreamed of after motherhood? Because I think one of the hardest parts about this season isn't just the physical changes. It's how far away you can feel from the version of yourself that had dreams, that had clarity, that knew who she was becoming. And today's conversation feels really special because I'm sitting with someone who has known me for over 10 years. We've grown up together and now we're navigating motherhood, identity, and chasing our dreams in completely different ways. So today we're talking about what it actually looks like to have both, being a mother and wanting more for yourself. Let's jump right into it. Anyways, Adinette, welcome to
Hi.
the podcast. It's so good to have you. I already did your introduction, so don't worry. And I know you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, how the hell did she introduce me? That's none of your business now. You don't got to worry about that.
I don't worry with you. I don't really have to worry. It's eleven
But then
11.
I was, oh,
Make a wish. May we not get canceled today. Amen. Go ahead.
I'm thinking more like, my account should look different, but go ahead. I'm thinking, uh, I'm thinking about that, but okay. Anyways, it's so fun to have you though because I feel like of all the people in America who are still in my life, let's be very specific, you're the one who's known me the longest. So it's
Um,
like, yeah,
yeah.
who, yeah,
Leah.
yeah.
Leah is in your life.
No, are
She's
you
your sister, but
okay?
she's
I'm
also your
not talking about
friend.
my
I'm talking
family.
about friendship, right? We're talking about friendship? I'm kidding. Yes, I am.
You
I
know,
will not
we don't
deflect. Hold
start
on,
it. We
hold on,
haven't
hold on.
even gone
Hold
anywhere.
on. I will not deflect in this interview or conversation. Let's go. I'm ready now.
All right, so let's go back to the beginning, right? That's where
Okay.
this conversation is gonna start
Like what
from.
kind of
Young
beginning? Wait,
Adinette,
wait, wait, wait.
although
Okay.
she said beginning where? She said not all the way to Burundi.
Oh, okay. Because
Let's
I'm
not do
like,
that.
okay, what do you want to
No,
start?
not all the way to Burundi, but like
No, our
all the way back
friendship.
to when I first.
Because
Yeah, that's what
that's
I'm
the one I
saying.
was talking about.
That's where we're gonna start from the
I'm
foundation.
gonna let you
Yes, from the
talk.
foundation before we get here to like where we are now to this blossoming friendship that we have.
And we're gonna
Because
be
our friendship didn't
honest.
start this.
We're gonna be
Our
honest.
friendship didn't start this way, right? When you and I first met each other, well, you obsessed with me, obviously, loved me, just like she is so amazing. But when I met you, I was like, too much. Like, what is happening here? She has a lot of energy. She has a lot of she
That's what
has a lot
happens.
of ballast. Yes. So please tell me your version, please, because this is my version.
My version is the truth, the only truth. When we first met, you wanted to be Queen Bee.
I am Queen Bee.
There you go. At least we're honest. And you just didn't like the way I was overshadowing your Queen Bee ness. So you decided,
No,
I
I just
hate her. I don't like her. Did I do anything to you? I didn't do anything to you. You just decided, I don't like her. Why? Because you're so used to being the center of attention, the Juby who tells stories. And then I came and I was like, and one, and two, Paula Abdul, Beyonce, Michael Jackson. And you're like, we don't like her. I did nothing. I just breathed. I took a deep breath and you're like, we don't like her. That's what happened. Now tell your story.
not Beyonce, not Michael Jackson.
I was
Not,
dancing.
she don't took all the legends.
All I was doing was it's a get together, it's a barbecue, there's music, there's a swimming pool. I was swimming, I was diving, I was dancing, and you're like, this one, she might be a problem.
Nah, I was
Did I
more like
become a
be a
problem?
proper lady. I was saying be a proper lady.
Oh,
Be a proper lady.
it's not
Ooh.
so. Okay, bro.
Okay.
All right.
So question for you, right?
Okay.
Adinette before becoming a mother. Adinette before becoming a wife, right? What did your dream life back then look like?
I actually don't remember not being a wife. That's crazy. I remember not being a mom. I don't remember not being a wife because we met so early. Um, My dream, listen, honey, I came to LA. I was going to take over. I was going to be a dancer, which I did. I was going to be an actor. I was going to win an Oscar. I was going to be on a movie set to a movie set to a movie set or to a movie set. That was me, my life. That was my plan.
And
And then I met, and then I met a military man, and life just changed. Priorities shifted, and I still love my life. I'm still acting. It just didn't go as the way I planned. I thought I would come here, get signed,
yeah.
audition, and now you know my name.
Yeah, but then also when you became a wife, that didn't go away because you still continue pursuing your
I'm
dreams.
still. Oh
Because the
no, he's
truth about it
amazing.
is,
He's amazing. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then, so that's what I'm saying. You still continue pursuing those dreams. It didn't stop you from pursuing those
he
dreams. I
didn't
mean, it looked a little
stop me.
different.
It looked different. And that's life. That's the journey. We have a plan, and then God has a different plan, but His plan is better than our plan. So I say that Matt like made my life more rich and with purpose,
Ooh.
and he definitely
Ooh.
calmed me down and became like I don't know where I would be today without Matt. So the way he came in and the time he came in was perfect timing by God's grace. That's my
That's a
take on that.
good man.
Although I'm not where I want
That's
to
a
be
good
in
man.
acting, he came with a purpose, and God placed Matt in my life at a time that I really, really needed it. I needed to focus. I needed to slow down. I needed to be home, be a wife, because LA is crazy, and you know that. So being married at a young age, it's like you go to military 9 months, I stay home, but I'm gonna hold you down, you hold me down, and I don't get to do what all the other young 20s were doing in LA. So I was like, I feel like it was my saving grace because I didn't get to experience LA the way other people have.
That's
Does
really,
that
I
make
mean,
sense?
listen. No, I witnessed it all. Yes, it makes sense. It does make sense, though. It does make sense. I know what you're asking, like if somebody who's listening who doesn't know you at all, if that makes sense. Yes, yes, it does make sense, right? And it's like it's well, here's what I'll ask you because then I know that if I was listening from like as a viewer, right, I'll ask myself like when you say he slowed you down, like you know what I mean, slowed you down how? Like when you I don't know, were you partying? Were you not focused on
Well,
your dreams? Did you get
no, I
distracted?
was actually really, really focused on my dreams. But when you are in LA as a young girl coming from the African household I was coming from, you can kind of get lost. You can be like, yes to this, yes to that, yes to this, yes to everything you say, you know what I mean? So being committed to someone meant if I went to a party, I didn't act the way a single woman would act. I didn't say yes to certain things. Although I was always a good girl, but there's a responsibility that comes with being a wife, right? So I might have saved myself from certain things that I might have not dodged if I was a single girl in LA trying to be an actress in Hollywood Hills, you know. Yo,
Know
like,
nothing about no heels. I don't know nothing about no heels. I just want to make that very clear. I know nothing about them heels. I know Jesus, and Jesus is my savior. That's all I gotta say.
okay, Ocean's mama. Okay, Mama Ocean.
So you can say that. So now, I'm gone. I'm done.
I didn't even
Seriously.
do that.
But here's what's
Yeah, I'm
with
kidding.
the pinky. You better. Yeah, let that in. No, but see, here's the thing. I mean, I witnessed you at that time,
Yes.
right? But I think that monogamy was something that I think you leaned more towards, and it worked for you because you were not trying to be out here in these streets. You're not trying to figure stuff out. You're like, listen, if there's anybody that I know who fears having HIV, is you
Not go there. Oh my gosh.
or an
Juby.
STD. You're like,
Juby.
how do you know he doesn't have that? How do you know he's not doing
Listen,
that? How do you
I will
know
put the
you
fear of God in you, in everybody. Like,
and see, there's nothing wrong because
okay.
obviously with advance, there's so much that people right now, obviously, there's like resources to help if people have HIV or they're dealing with it, right? So it's not to create that stigma, but I know how much you feared it with
I
your
did.
life.
So hold on. First of all, one, There's medication, you can live with it, it's great, right? Life has changed. But it does not mean that that person wanted to be diagnosed with that. Everybody who can diagnose
Yes, very true.
go through a journey where they are not okay with it and then they're okay with it. But it's not the,
I
oh,
agree.
okay, oh, okay, it's a flu. No, it is, you have to change your life because your immune system has been, you know, compromised. So,
Yeah.
with that being said,
Yeah.
my fear wasn't just coming from like, oh, she's just a fearful girl. I grew up in Africa. Our whole entire street had HIV, AIDS. I have two aunts who died of it. I have two aunts who have it right now. And
Mm.
I have trauma of seeing my aunt's skin peeling off. Like the beginning of diagnosis to death, it is traumatizing for a little girl growing up. So you grow up being sheltered. You grow up being like, sex is with my husband. I will do my best to get married and be off the street or searching. And that was, yes, it started with fear, but it was coming from the life I lived in when I was in Africa, seeing people drop dead left and right, right? And yes, we're in America now, there's medication, you can live with it, you can go undetected, but it is something that I always feared as a young girl.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, and you made that very clear. I mean, to be fair, you did make it,
I might have gone a
you
little
made
bit
that
too much, like,
very
okay, you know
clear.
what, this girl, we're not going that one, because
Everybody, you suspected everyone, but that's okay. Listen, at the end
shouldn't
of
you
the day,
know?
you have your peace of mind.
Shouldn't you know? I'm kidding. No, yes, I did. I
Hey,
did. I
you
did.
gotta
I
live
did.
a little. You gotta live a
But I
little.
lived. I lived. It's not like I'm a,
No, you did.
non.
Oh, no, no, no,
I
no, no,
have
no, no.
fun.
You did.
I have fun. I
Absolutely.
went with y'all. I was like, you know?
No, you did. For sure, you did have fun. That's for, that's a given. Was so for you, right? Coming, obviously, you've already mentioned like coming to LA, you wanted to do like all these different things, and then now you're more focused on acting, right? Was
Yes.
acting like the thing that you're like, that's for sure I want to pursue,
Acting.
or was it more like, oh, okay.
Oh, no, no,
Oh, the
no.
reason why I'm yeah, I want to see like did the reason why I'm asking is because
It was all
did
forms of
acting become
entertainment.
that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
So the acting become the thing that felt like, oh, this is where I'm actually really good at, or was it more like, yeah, I want to be famous, I want to be on the billboard.
No, so I know that I don't want to go in a cubicle, clock in, and work for the rest of my life. I am an artist at heart.
Yes.
And what that means, I was writing songs. I was going to the studio. God forbid, I mean, he didn't bless me with a voice. That's okay. But I was like, I can write these songs, record them, give them to Fergie, give them to, Rihanna. And like, I was like, let me write songs. If I could sing, that would have been a dream. Be the next Beyonce. But me. It doesn't, like, So, but I just kept writing songs and then I was dancing. I did wipe out. It wiped me off. And my
No,
body,
it definitely what you are. It
we're
definitely
not going to
what you
stay
are.
on this topic long enough because I do not want anybody searching and seeing that video because I've been trying to get it taken down off YouTube for so long. But my body, I could tell that as a dancer, you're not a dancer for long term. It's either you become a choreographer. There's not like a longevity in dancing. So I was like, I need to start figuring out what else I can do, but that's long term. So as a dancer, I wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be an actor. And I was like, you know what? Acting is one of those like marathon journey. It never ends. I can stay here and be happy for the rest of my life. Whether I'm booking, whether I'm not booking. I
Yeah.
just love all form of entertainment. But I just wanted to do something that's longevity.
Yeah.
Because our bodies
No, no, I
change.
get it. I
So
get. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you said that because then I'm going to like to dive into the next thing, which is what do you think changed for you after becoming a mom? Obviously, besides the your body changes, yes, but what else do you think changed for you
uh
before
everything. Everything.
when you became?
Everything. I wanted to be a mom since I was like 4 years old. I'm talking
Okay,
about
well,
Africa. I was putting a baby on my back to put them to sleep. Like, my dad thought I was going to be a teen mom. He was afraid. I have a lot of siblings. And I was the last one, long behold, to have a baby.
Come.
I didn't want, obviously, you know this, but nobody else knows this. I didn't want to have a baby when mine was still in the military. I didn't want to be a single married mom, meaning I'm married, but he's always gone, and I have all the tasks by myself because I still have a dream. And one of my dreams is I don't want to lose my identity, I don't want to lose myself. I can be a wife, I can be a mom, but if I'm not pursuing me, nobody's happy because I become resentful and then the household is not right. So, becoming a mom changed everything, not just my body. I don't get to follow my dreams the way I wanted to selfishly because I have this little girl that I have to take care of, that I want to nurture. I don't want to be in and out the house, and you know this already. I don't want to be in and out the house, and she's growing up with just her dad. Just like the way I didn't want her to grow up without her dad. It's the same thing. So I've slowed down on acting. I don't get to do like short films or theater the way I would love to do. The things that really build your resume, the things that helps you build up momentum in Hollywood. I don't get to do that as much as I used to or would love to, right? So it's changed things in ways that my time is no longer my time anymore. I have to include her, and that means that if she's gonna thrive in gymnastics, if she's gonna thrive in piano, if she's gonna thrive, like I have to include her, and there's only 24 hours in a day, and then I have to be a wife. So it changed a lot and everything, but you still try to do the best you can in all areas.
I'm a firm believer in the fact that, right, you can love your child and still miss like your old life. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Because in terms of that's what I was about to explain further in terms of like, like you mentioned right now, like wanting acting and pursuing it, but now it's very different, right? It's very different for you where it's like now you have to navigate differently. You have to figure out schedules. You have to figure out auditions that you can take. You have to figure out, the bookings you can take because then it requires so much effort, either figuring out childcare or figuring out, can I even take these days off, or figuring out when your husband's available to make sure that he's taking care of that child. Was there a moment for you that felt like, I don't recognize myself?
When I was pregnant, it started. um, yes, yes. Like, I have the most amazing partner, like, in the world. Although Matt helps me out, I still don't recognize myself because I just still can't. Like, even if he tells me go and do this, it doesn't mean it takes the guilt away. Because in a perfect world, Matt does gives me the most freedom a married woman and a mother can have in this world. But it has nothing to do with the support that he gives me. It has everything to do with internal, the kind of mother that I wish I was. In a perfect world, had I been where I want to be in acting, I wouldn't be hustling as much as I'm hustling today. Meaning, I would be so good and I wouldn't work so hard going to showcases, doing this and running around. I would just wait for Steven Spielberg to call me and be like, okay, we're going to be 6 months in Italy to shoot this next movie. And my baby comes with me. I don't have that right now, right? So the guilt of leaving has nothing to do with the support that he gives me. He is amazing, but I still feel guilt. I still want to be there. All the little tiny moments. So yes, no, I don't recognize myself because I don't get to do the things that I used to do before her. Does that make sense? I could get up and go and do and come back when I please. Right? I could go to, you know what, I'm just going to go do this movie and they're not going to pay me, but the experience is amazing. I can't do that. Not right now, because it has to be worth it. So yeah, I don't recognize myself. The beginning, obviously, we're talking about early stages of her. She's almost 3 now, so like things that have calmed down now, which means there's light at the end of the tunnel. I know you're deep in it.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
It gets better. Yeah.
He gets better.
It gets better. It gets better. But yeah, in the beginning, you just like, this baby needs me. Even if your husband gives you all the freedom you want, you just like, this is the most tender stage of her life. You want to be there. There's a father's love, but the mother's love and nurturing is like no other, period.
No, I agree. I absolutely agree. I agree. I mean, I agree. Kids need both parents for sure, but especially at that beginning stage, they're literally getting used to separating from you. They're like, "Whoa, we're not the same people. Like you and I are not the same person. What is happening here? I thought you and I were the same person. I thought we were one. You're walking away, you know." So I definitely agree that that needed like I don't know, connection that needed time to like soak it all in because everybody says it goes by fast, but it does go by fast. The days feel long, but the years, they move fast. That's for sure. And I also think that wanting more, right? Like you wanting more doesn't even make you ungrateful for the life that you have. And the reason why I'm saying that is because like sometimes it's that like that mom guilt of like, oh, I want more, but you know, like look at your family, look at what you've created here. It's so beautiful, right? In that sense, but at the same time also you're still like, I want more. Like I want more because I think that as you evolve, right, as a mother, or you know, your dreams become different, they become different. Well, they don't change. They don't become different. They just evolve with you
The
in that sense,
evolve, that you
like what you've explained.
adjust, right?
Yes, and then you adjust with it, right? You adjust with, but there's definitely sacrifices that you will have to make. Like that's for sure. I think that's another thing also. There's sacrifices that you have to make because something is going to have to suffer. It's either the work is going to have to suffer for a little bit, or the time that you're spending with your kid is going to, suffer for a little bit. There's this whole conversation right now with Emma Greed, where everyone is talking about how because she's saying, you know, she's talking about how she's like a 3 hour weekend mom because she needs to go to work, she needs to do all of these things. She cannot spend all of that time with her, with her kids, but she shows up for the important parts, like for the important parts of of her kids' life. What do you think of that conversation?
What was said?
She said, "Don't get me canceled."
No, what was said?
Oh, she said, "I'm a 3 hour
No, I'm
mom."
saying no, no.
Yeah.
What I have to say.
Oh! I see what you're saying.
Said.
Okay. You said,
So you know, I am. I don't even want to say I'm the majority of like the what do you want to say? Sometimes it's 50-50. Sometimes it's 80
yes,
20. Sometimes it's 100%
absolutely.
and zero. It depends. Everybody does what works for their family. That works for Emma. The husband is not complaining. The kids are not complaining. But you know who's gonna love it in the long term? The children, the school they're gonna go to, the opportunities they'll have in life. It's whatever works for her family. I was taking care of Baby Jean for a whole entire week, 100%. 100%. Not meaning like I just kissed her goodbye because I was that busy. Because you know what she's gonna see or remember? Mommy worked hard. Mommy didn't stay on the
Yes,
couch,
absolutely.
laid out in her
Yes.
pajamas all day. What Emma is doing is setting up for her children. And that's what every parent should do. Set your children up, however whatever that looks like. So I don't know what people are mad about. If you are against it, that's fine. That's your family. That's her point of
But then
view.
also, I think that
Yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, but I mean, no. Also, I think that everybody needs a break from somebody. Everybody needs a break from
I
everybody. I need
need
a
a
break
break for
from.
myself.
That's what I was about to say. I need a break from myself sometimes because being a mom is like when you're there, when you're present, you're like there 100% mentally,
Yes.
physically, emotionally. Like it's a lot. It's a lot to have that 24/7. You need a break. You need to be able to take a moment to like,
You can't pour from an empty
woosa and
cup.
come back.
You cannot pour from an empty cup. And sometimes that looks like a spa day, massage day. For Emma, it's hustling. And I think people are mad because they don't have the drive she has. Because if you have the drive she has and you work as hard as she does and you're fulfilled and satisfied with your life, there's no way you can hate on what she said. See, this is now
Also,
cancel me. See, and I don't have Emma Gray. I
see,
don't have her money. So if I can cancel, I'm doomed now. I'm serious. Uh-oh. No, people are
I
sensitive
think
and
you
they
can.
project.
No, no.
Maybe they wanted to have that and they couldn't, and I don't know. I'm not trying to be insensitive, but I don't think that there's anything wrong with what she said about the 3 hours. Sometimes she said 3 hours. Sometimes she goes on vacation. She's like, you know what? In June we're gonna go on vacation for a month. That works for her family. That's it.
I think also to add, I think also to add to that is with the state of men these days, you better make your money. With the state of men these days,
You
listen,
saw what happened in the shade room.
you, Adinette, you made me go to the shade room that day because I think I haven't been to the
I
shade room in
can't. They call me a man
years,
hater. I said,
in
where?
years.
Only men were commenting, calling me man hater, this, that. The women were like, and the men would be like, and I'm like, are you gonna get on the 3,000 plus people that also like this comment? Because they agree. Or are you just gonna come for me only? Anyways, that's a story for another day. You
No,
wanna
yeah, but I mean, no, but seriously, my thing also is that I'm very big on like with women, moms, all of that. Like, find some way of making money. Never allow, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. Sometimes you're like, oh, I want to soak up all of this for my child. I want to do all of this, but please have your money somewhere. Because, in the words of a true Nigerian, men will stain your white. Do you know what that means? That means men will stain your white. That white that you're walking around feeling wonderful, high and mighty.
it's gonna look like
They will bring
the
it,
brown emoji.
you know what I mean? They really would. And the thing also is like, and then they always say, oh no, but not every man. But somehow it is always a man, though. It is always like, I watched, there's a podcast clip that I just saw from Trevor Noah,
Oh my gosh, I love him.
where the lady was like, imagine that someone is abusing you and someone is creating a place that's not safe for you. Instead of fixing the problem with the person who's abusing you, you're telling the victim, train yourself, be stronger, find things to protect yourself from the person who is committing the crime. And this is my thing when it comes to men. And it translates to parenting, right? It translates to moms. Find something that's yours. Because again, I don't know, a dream you want to pursue it. Like, honestly, like a little something here and there, do it for yourself. Because again, listen, we can all praise our husbands from now till next year. I'm sure all of the women who fell into these issues also sat somewhere to themselves and said, this is the best life ever. And one day the best life went away
Listen,
because somebody decided, you're too successful, you're too this, you're too that.
every other quarter, I tell Matt, you know what, I need to do something for myself because midlife crisis might come and you might want a young tender. Why do you say that? Life change, things happen. You don't plan things. Like, you really don't. One day you're here and da da da, and something switched in the brain. I don't know. I don't know how we were created, how our body functions, how like every day. Like, there's a lot of people on this earth. Am I walking around with fear? No, that man got me. But you just don't know. You don't. You really don't. Because the truth about having babies is we no longer hang out the way we used to hang out. The truth about having babies is he goes to work and I stay home and take care of the baby. I might be too tired to hear him out when he really needs me. Some girl might come at work and really listen to him, and they're both engineers, and they, like, you know what I mean? Not saying that he's gonna do that, but you just don't know what nature is going to do. You pray that the man has a discipline. You pray that he loves you enough to not, cross that bridge or whatever. But a lot of women go through it. A lot of women go through it. And if data shows these things, I'm not going to be blind to it just because my man is so perfect. He's still human. So you plan your life. Yes. And this, you already don't know this part. Sometimes It doesn't even need to be cheating or he leaves you. It can be tragedy, a car accident, sickness. You know, America is not great with healthcare. Let's be real. You plan. You can be a housewife, but you
There you
plan.
go.
You go to school. You do that. You build for yourself because sometimes your husband might be out of work for whatever accident or whatever health sickness. You take over and have your household in order. You know what I mean? So it doesn't even
Yeah.
mean it's divorce or cheating or he leaves you for, a little 21-year-old, but it doesn't have to be that. You continue to follow your dreams so that your daughter is okay, your son is okay if something was to happen. But then you do it for yourself anyway. Do it for you. Do it for you. For that little girl in you that said, I'm gonna go to LA and do this. She deserved to hear a beautiful ending.
I mean, that girl deserves a lot of things, okay? What does a, what does a day off look like for you?
You know where I live. You know it's a walkway through where we used to be driving from the valley to the unlimited brunch. You know where we live. Um, a day off. Honestly,
It's illegal here to have bottomless anything.
really?
Let's just be clear. Yeah, they don't do like bottomless
Is it
mimosa.
because it's a long distance
Literally,
of
I
driving? I don't. What is that about?
this
They don't want you guys to have fun and live a
no.
little.
So no, apparently there was an accident a few years
So they
ago,
decided
and
to
then
cut it off. There's
Maha, like
accidents.
those moms. No, no, then Maha, it was young adults who were in the accident from drinking. And then Maha, like those moms and something, something, they came together and, protested and stuff. And so they put a law,
Rest
so
in
no more.
peace
But,
to those
anyways,
people. I
so
feel
much,
bad, but
so much so that it's like this, like people hear and I'm like, oh my God, bottomless mimosas. They're like, what are you talking about? Like,
because
what do
you're
you mean
coming from
bottomless
LA,
mimosas?
like
I'm like,
in the
you kind
words
of,
of
they kind of keep pouring the
Wendy
champagne.
Williams, you're like, I'm ready to. So what
I'm
are
like,
moms doing these days?
they pour you like mimosas until you drop. What's so hard about that? And they're like, oh no, we don't do that. So if you want it, you can do a flight,
What's a flight? Sorry.
meaning like, three different kind of mimosas. You can do a watermelon, orange,
Oh,
and
okay.
mango, whatever it is. So like a flight, or you can just get a bottle, and then and I'm like, it takes away from the experience, though. Like I want like it to be poured every time I'm sitting here. Like somebody just comes and say, "Oh my God, your glass is empty." Pour it.
I want to
There
do
you
that,
go.
and then they
That's
like or like Joffrey and Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Like, do you need something? I literally want to be like,
but what does a day off for you look like these days?
the truth is, even when on my day off, I want to hang out with my family because I'm so busy trying to follow my dreams. Like when I have an audition, when I have blah 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 class, and I have to study or showcase, I drop everything. Like I literally, everybody's like, "Whoop." I have to focus on that, right? So when I do have a day off, it means I don't have an audition. My day off means I don't have anything industry wise. I want to hang out. I want to take walks.
Yeah.
Today we walked 3.5 miles because I was like, I have this thing with
Oh,
Juby, but we woke up at 7. We went on a walk 3.5 miles. That's my day off. Spending time with them is my day off. Now, what does Adinette do? You know me. That's a blanket. That's some wine. That's a movie. The things that just almost give me orgasm.
I just knew this podcast can never end without you doing something. I just knew. I was just waiting for it.
For me, it's like silence. My day off is silence. It's me walking with this on, just not hearing noise. I love that. I love silence because when I'm done with all the industry, my baby, my husband, like, and they give me a day off, I just want silence or I watch a movie. I don't do much. I don't need much. I'm very simple. You know that. I'm very basic. I'm a basic bitch.
Well, you are, but then also you're very like, no, you're jumping all over the place. What are you shocked about? You are, but at the same time, also you're very like, you're bougie. I know you say I'm bougie, and yes, I
There
am
is
bougie.
not a
Let's calm down, everybody.
single blood drop, cell drop of bouginess in me. Not like ever.
I'm going to explain what
Please.
I mean when I say you're bougie, and
Let the
in the sense
congregation,
of what it is.
congregation, come to the front.
So, when I say you're bougie, is that like not just you're simple, you like things a certain way. I don't know why you're gonna do it that the other. Like, what's happening here? Are we all confused? Like, what's happening? And when somebody's doing it a different way, you're like always so confused, and you have the same face of confusion. You're always like, um, and then you turn, Juby. Am I not saying? Are you not hearing it the same way? Like the way I'm saying it? I will never forget
What's wrong
one
with that?
day we went to Shanghai Reds
It's whiskey reds now.
for Whiskey Reds. We went there for brunch one day. I will never forget.
Oh
We're all
God,
sitting at a table.
you're taking me
The
back.
waitress comes.
You're taking me back.
The waitress comes, and then she's like, "Oh, guys, so are we gonna do bless mimosas?" And then you're like, "Yes, and please, we've been sitting here for 5 minutes with no champagne. Can we please bring champagne for everybody? And you don't need to leave. We're gonna finish it, and then you can just put it immediatty, so that way we can then get ready
That's
to
probably
order."
why you didn't like me. That's
I
probably why you didn't like me.
like, what is happening right
Yes,
now?
I
And
did
then
that.
the yes, we are literally sitting out on the patio. It was like, I mean, back in the Mr. Smooth days. Listen, because he was there too. It was just crazy. Anyways, we've lived a life. Anyways, and then the waitress goes. And then the waitress comes back, and then she's like, "Oh," da, 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 and she's about to go, and you're like, "Oh, hold on." You're like, "I'm ready for my next class." I
Because I believe you should check the first class so we can like
oh no,
smooth it out.
she's like, "Let's get loose."
I don't want people to think that we are alcoholics here. We're not. It just, I was 23 once.
There's nobody who would think that of me. But go ahead, go off, Queen.
Did that? Excuse me. Dang, I've changed.
That's what I'm saying. There's a little bit of bougie
It's
in
not
you,
bougie.
just
You're bougie.
somewhere in
That's not
there.
bougie. That's like I
No,
pay
I am
for
bougie. That's for
the
sure. I'm not even gonna
service.
fight it.
We're paying for unlimited. We're here for a thing, so bring the thing. That's not bougie. You're bougie like so. As I was saying, that's bougie. You're bougie in a way that's like I just want to shake my ass on a yacht. Like you're bougie. I'm not. I'll shake my ass
But
on a little
but
boat. That's the difference.
but when we're doing the finer things in life, I see you crossing your leg and being happy. Like this is a life.
Yes, that's why I'm
Yes
always
or no?
pushing you to do this influencing life. Like, I really, really need you to get $1 million brand deal so we can be on a yacht in a summit so I can say, I did it. You know what I mean? Because you know me.
Meanwhile, I'm waiting for you with your $1 million deal
When
for
they,
your
when,
movie set. That way I can be on the yacht. Ma and I are waiting for
when you
you
tell me,
at the door.
Ma is so ready to be a house husband. He is so ready. He's like, and he does it better than me being at home. Unfortunately, he is so good with it. I'd be jealous. I'm like, the house is clean, the food is cooked, the baby's sleeping. She was able to wake up at 7. When I'm home, I'm like, 10 a.m. Like, sorry, I was tired last night. He's so good at it. So I am really working hard to get a movie deal, to get a TV show series regular, so that man can stay home because he does it great. I really am like Emma in a way. I really want to go to work and my husband stays home. Not saying that Emma's husband stays home. No, I don't know that. But like, I really want to be the one working.
No, he does not. I think he's the CEO of Skims.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So
Yeah,
that's like,
yeah.
I love it. See, it's a family business. People need to stay out of their business. It's a family business. Anyways.
When you found out I was gonna be a mom, what was your first reaction? Your first thought process. Not the sip. What
I was
here?
thirsty.
Okay.
I was thirsty.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that your thirst has been
I still
quenched.
haven't forgiven you of the video you posted when you came back on Instagram.
Of you? Oh.
Crusty. I did it. I went and bought lymphatic drainage. Like, I was so poofy. Anyways,
What was your first thought process when you found out I was going to be a mom? Obviously, joy, shock.
no. What do you remember?
You've been shocked. I have a video of it.
That's true. That is so true.
But then I'm not in your mind. You can be like, but maybe in your mind you're like,
I oh, what's happening? Whoa! Somebody just cut an onion or two. I don't know what's happening to my body. um,
don't forget you have your makeup on though. So
no, I'm not. No, the thug. Nope, not a thug here. I'm a thug.
oh, okay.
I felt like finally. Finally. She doesn't know it, but life is about to change. But it's going to change for the better, the greater good. I don't know how much I'm allowed to speak on because you were never like a person that's like, I'm going to have kids. I don't know if you've spoke to your people about it.
No, listen. A month before I got pregnant, I said, I'm not going to be a mom.
Okay, so now, we have liberties to speak because you never really was that person, you know. You know, you like people's nieces, nephews, but like you were not like you know, you had, you know, Jimmy traveling, good food, like you love easy, soft girl era life forever, right? But I always knew that you will be a good mom, an amazing mom, an incredible mom, a protector, a nurturer. I always knew, because the way you are with your friends, some stranger, random, from whatever country, there's no way you can be like that and not be so good and loving to something that's an extension of you. So when you said it, first I was shocked, but I was so happy. I was like, she gets to actually know what love, unconditional love is. You deserve it. You do. You deserve it, Jimmy. Now, I'm a thug. I don't need to be talking lovey-dovey like this. But I was so happy for you to finally see life in a different universe. I just was so ready for you to like see yourself. Because I feel like what Ocean has did this a mirror, a reflection to show you what you're capable of and who you truly are at your core. So I was happy because I was like, finally, she gets to see herself. Because I don't think you was seeing yourself, you know? Maybe you were talking and seeing yourself, but not people seeing you, but like, I was happy. Just erase all that mushy stuff and just say, I was happy. I was joyful.
Wow. Okay. I'll take all the compliments. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But I mean to be fair, I always see, I love easy life. You know what I mean?
Everybody do, even me.
I like life to be easy. Well, not everybody. Some people really like to hustle, like and do all of that.
yeah.
I love to hustle, don't get me wrong. But I love easy life. Wake up on the beach with a glass of champagne, with a bottle of champagne on ice. That would be me on a boat, in a plane. You know what I mean? Like that kind of life. I really just enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. See, soft life always count me in. And then not just that, also, I think being in LA back in the day, I think I just felt the way that I lived, I felt very spoilt in the sense of like, oh, I can go anywhere. I can do anything. She's just living her dreams. She's just doing all of this, you know? And before reality sets in and, you know, all the crazy people. But and so I think like now being a mom, and I agree with you in the sense of like now being a mom, it's like I mean it's such a beautiful process for me now. I mean there's good days, bad days, ups and downs and all of that good stuff. But at the core of it, right, it's like, yeah, yeah. I feel like I can do this. There's some days I'm like, I could be on a boat though. On a yacht
And you
with some
should be able
champagne.
to do
But
both.
hey,
You should be able to do both. I still do my memory.
no, there's no should be.
Listen, I'm at the beach and
What do you mean should? I will be doing both.
exactly.
One thing about me?
Exactly. The beginning
Yeah.
is a little rough because
Yeah.
you can't really navigate. But once them little kids can join you and walk on their own, but girl, get your swimsuit. We're packing up. Get your snacks. Come on.
Yeah.
You
No.
can still do both. It's just like the beginning is a little
No, I agree.
pause, they grow, and you're like, oh my gosh. But the good news is they go to school. What you do between when you drop them off, pick them up, that's on you.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I truly believe that I did not lose myself. I think I just had not met this version of myself that is a mom now. And now that I'm getting reintroduced to her, it's completely new to me because everything I've always wanted to do for myself or all the things that I've aspired to, there's always been examples of what that looks like, if that makes sense. And because being a mom is not something I ever thought about, right? So there was never, I mean, obviously my mom is a great mom, but there was never like, oh, what kind of mom do I want to be? These are thought processes that never went through my mind. So this is completely new territory for me. But again, I'm doing my best because I
But
also
the
believe,
beauty,
just like,
the beauty in that is you get to design it from scratch,
yes.
how you want it to look.
Okay, Nara Smith.
You get to design it. Sometimes you see the examples and you want to imitate that, or you're like, ooh, I don't want it. And if you get to design it from scratch, build it brick
I
by
agree.
brick, how you want it. And the good news is the kids know nothing. They only know what you're giving them, how you're doing it. That's it. There is no rule. Make it fit your
Oh, yeah.
lifestyle or whatever you want it to be.
How does it, now that you've done all the rounds and rounds, you know, and then now you're back in LA because when you left LA, you were just a you were just a gal living out her dreams,
Girl,
you know, wanting to go to Hawaii and whatever.
so that
So how does LA feel like now that you're back in a different, like literally in a whole different season? Now you're just like a full on mother. You know what I
first
mean?
of all, I want to go back to Hawaii. Let's start there. Second,
Please take me too. Take me with
every day I'm
you.
like, why did we come back again? Mine's like, remember, that was a rhetorical question. You don't, so you're not supposed to answer that. He's ready to pack up and leave as soon as I call those shots. All right, so LA is my home. I feel good in LA. I know we're gonna end up in Hawaii, but LA is my home. It feels good. It's what I know. I know LA like the back of my hand. Like I know LA. It is what it is. I'm here for work. I'm here to live here. I miss Hawaii, and I don't know how to answer this question because I feel like the minute my dreams come true, I'm out. But I love LA because Hawaii. Everybody should go to Hawaii and experience it. It's a different kind of.
I agree.
It's a different kind of
I agree.
lifestyle.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
It
agree
has
for
the
sure.
peace.
Both times,
It has the peace and quiet that I crave and love, but the busyness when I'm ready to go outside that I also love. Does that make sense?
yeah. No, makes 100% makes sense. Because even when I went to visit you guys, both times that I was there, I'm just like,
Chicken broth.
why are they leaving? Why are they leaving? For Christ's sake.
I think
Why are they
LA
leaving?
is reminds me of a hustle and grind that it gives me
Yes.
anxiety sometimes. It's a go, go, go mode. And I'm ready to achieve and relax. And Hawaii is like, relax when you want to, grind when you want to. And I like that better, that energy.
Also, LA was your hustle state,
So
right?
it
It was
has
like
a
your
lot of
hustle,
history,
you were in your
right?
hustle
A lot of
stage.
history and a lot of like, because I feel like our bodies holds memories, like the muscle memory. And that's what LA does. It's like, oh, wait, I'm not doing anything. That's not right. I should be moving. I should do this. I should, wait. You know what I mean? But Hawaii's like, my tab the beach. Yes, God.
Do you think that, well, before I do that, what's one thing that you're learning about yourself right now? Like one thing that you're learning about yourself that's new, obviously.
New, yeah, because that's hard. Because I look at myself every day and analyze myself every day. So new, that's a challenge. Um,
Well, if it's not new, what is it about your life that you're learning? Something that you're just like, that you're learning about
so in
yourself in this
Hawaii, I
season.
learned, well, it started with San Diego. I learned that I like to spend time with myself and I love silence. No, right now with the baby. No.
Yes.
San Diego, I learned that I love being lonely, alone, not lonely, alone by choice. And so, with the baby now, I learned that I actually treasure silence because she's a baby. She's learning how to talk, and the silence. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know. My heart was racing. Oh, that feels so good. Silence. And then the thing I'm learning now is my career doesn't look like the way I pictured, but that does not mean my life is not fulfilled. My life is fulfilled in other ways. And my career doesn't have a destination, it's a journey. Fall in love with the art of auditioning. If you get it, you get it. But love the characters you read on the page. See what you can do with that. See how you can reflect on your life with it. Like it's almost like psychology. What did it teach you? How did it make you feel? What can you think about your life? What do you want to? Do you like this? What don't you like? Is there something that you see in your life? Can you change that? So like it's just a journey. It's not a destination. But I'm just really like I'm learning that like I'm full. I did not think that not having acting where I wanted to be, that I would be fulfilled and full. I'm full. I'm really, really happy. I have the amount of friends that I need. I want, need. Circle is tight. Husband solid. My child is incredible. I am full. And my parents are alive. We have, I don't want to say a lack of death. I was talking to Matt the other day. I was like, you know what I realized? Since we came to America, we don't have death in my family. We don't have death. I've never been to a funeral. I feel like that's rich.
Absolutely. That's a blessing. That's a
So life
blessing
looks different,
100%.
but yeah, I feel rich. Wealthy, if you would say.
So now, what does success look like for you if you could paint a picture?
Um, success, I have daily success and then I have long term success. But internal success is really loving where you are in life at this moment, this second, this minute. Success means I am doing everything I can to be better, better wife, better mom, better to myself. Because I used to be very like, gosh, talk so much shit about myself. And I've grown to just love. I feel more beautiful today than I did before the baby. I look at my body and I'm like, huh. Because before my body, I was always comparing, and now I'm like, golly, hey, it's giving Lizzo confidence. Like I love my face, I love my body, I love my features. I'm like, not in a cocky way, but like, dang, did we come from a lot? You know, we've come far. I've been calling you in my bikini, like, girl, it's your girl. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Hello, it's me. Hello, it's
I
me.
just found out that that's
It's
that
me.
guy who. Never mind. I need to. If you ask me, what's your dream? To be hip again? To keep up with the. Anyways,
The times?
auntie. It's giving auntie. No, it's giving grandma at this point. But I really like. I'm so grateful. Like I didn't think. I thought being a mom, you lose yourself and you're done. And like I feel more beautiful today. My body, like everything. You know. I don't know if I answer your question. I don't even remember what your question is.
No, 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 you did answer it because for you, you're talking about how success feels like something that you take on a daily,
Yeah,
right? So
I
it's like, I
do.
made it through the day. Yeah, so that makes
I
sense.
mean,
I
in this
mean, that absolutely makes
economy and
sense.
this administration, I didn't
Listen,
snap
if you open
today.
those kind of worms,
No, we're not gonna.
you say I didn't snap today. I
That's
mean, seriously, it does
success.
not mean nothing because the day hasn't ended. He can piss you off within a
At the end of
second.
the day has to end. Who started that?
At the end of the day, the administration has to end.
Can it be today?
Can it be
No. Let me
yesterday?
chill.
If
Let
you
me
ask
chill.
me,
Let me
I'll
chill.
tell
I have
you.
immigrant
Can
family.
it be
Let me
yesterday?
chill. I have immigrant family.
Oh, okay. This is very true because there's actual like real life fear like attached to that. But yeah, I like that. I like that you're taking success day by day and then there's no added pressure of like this has to be this and that has to be, a certain way, in that sense.
Yeah,
So I
because
get it. I
I'm
mean, for
ambitious.
me,
I'm ambitious. I want the entire world, but that comes with anxiety, right? And palpitation. That has not served me well. I need to be present,
yeah.
right? Present with friends, present with my husband, my daughter, and just not really always like trying to achieve, because then you lose sight, you lose the present moment, and there's a lot of blessing and gifts in this present moment for you. Sorry, I cut you off, but I do that a lot.
For no, but so no, no, no. But right now, how do you balance that though? How do you balance wanting more, but also staying grateful?
Did you have to do that? Okay, Oprah. Okay, Oprah. Okay, Angie
It be your
Martinez.
own. It be your own.
Yeah, no, that's a loaded question. I don't even. We're gonna have to do a second podcast later because I need to talk to the therapist I don't have. How do you want more but still be grateful? God, because I have faith. Because I know that the way He set my no onions. The way He has set up my life, the way He has given me what I have today. Because I know it can be different. It could have been different. You know that. You know that. There were moments where there were little cracks and holes. It could have went different ways. So the way He has made me strong enough to just really build my life in a way that is peaceful, I'm grateful forever. Because it could have went a whole different way. So I'm always gonna be grateful for that. Even Texas and the dating, we're not, but the way
Your type of dating, the way you dated back then, you
the way I
you
dated
dated
in Texas,
you
wow, in LA,
no, you
and the
dated
early
potential. You did you dated potential. I don't even want to say potential. This is it. Potential. And I'm always like, where's she finding these
were they
people?
even potential though, or was I trying to make them potential
But that's
just
what I'm
because
doing. Do you see my hand? Do you see?
we're doing gang signs now? Like, okay,
Because you always like, I don't know, you dated from a place of, but one day they can be better. And I'm like, shut that shit down. What do you mean they can be better?
you know,
Adinette, if they're picking us up.
Angie Martinez. She's always had
Yes.
a gift of self awareness. People think like she's so detached because she's so rich now, a wealthy. She actually some East London. She's been like that. She's like, they don't pick up my call. Or they don't call me when they said they would call me. Cut that shit out. She's always had the gift of self awareness. She does not tolerate, and like it's not the new Emma. I love hearing her pre aspire schemes and all that. Like, anyways, so So everything goes back to Emma. That's our girl right now. She's the mom, she's the man, she's the legend.
Oh,
The way God has set me
okay,
up
Beyonce.
and set my life up, I have no choice. Even if I was being stubborn, I have no choice but to give gratitude because it is a different life. Although I'm an actor, the way actors are struggling today, I'm not in that boat. I'm secure. I have security, not only in finances, but husband trust, loyalty. I remember always being like, I'm not where I want to be. I can't believe that. Then I was in Hawaii, and this is the first time I was like, oh my God. Yes, I'm away from LA. Yes, I'm not able to have opportunities, but my backyard is turquoise water. I get to float. I live the place that people grind to afford a vacation. God has given me the husband at a young age. People grind and grind and grind and find themselves, oh no, I can't have kids anymore. Oh no, I can't find love. But I had all that. So it's almost like God was like, I'm going to secure the background, backstage. I'm going to do it backwards. Love, the life you want, the baby you want, plus more. I thought I wanted that my baby is better. He designed her better than I even dreamed. And now we get to relax and do acting because I have everything else. The root is secure. The tree can only just blossom and grow fruit.
Just to add to what you're saying, I also think that God blesses those who leave the word, right? And I'll tell you why I say that because, like, you and I, we've been friends for a very long time. I've seen you and the way you show up for people. I've seen the way you show up for your friends. I mean, I've seen the way you show up for me, but I've seen the way you show up for your friends. I've seen the way you show up for family. Well, you don't really have any other friends, but the few that you have, I see how you show up for them. I see how you show up for family. I see how you show up for people who have literally bruised and abused you.
Oh my God.
I see how you're like, no, I see how you still show up for them and you're like, no, Juby, it's okay, just like that. And you still show up for them and you still have that like heart of like giving, right? Your hand is never closed. That's the thing about you. Like your hand is always like open and you're giving. And money, that's how money flows. If you keep holding on to money like that, it's never going to leave and there's no opportunity for it to come back into your hands, right? So I think that the thing about it is like the reasons why you have these blessings now is because you've shown up for other people too, and you don't stop showing up, right? You still show up for other people. You still show up and pour into people. Do you get what I mean? Physically, all of that good stuff, right? It's like, I mean, you're one person I'll be having a conversation. I'm like, oh, I would just love to be in LA now. Oh, Julie, I can look at tickets for you right now. Do you want to come right now? When do you want to come? What day? What time? What this? Do you get what I'm saying? Like but that's how you operate and that's how you've always operated, right? So I think it's not by luck or chance or because I agree with you with what you said in the beginning, God. But then also, in order for God to bless you, you have to do the things that require the blessings of God. You cannot act a fool and then say to God, you ain't blessing me. God go look at you and be like, all I have asked of you, you have not even done. Even the part of surrender, you haven't even done. But you gonna accuse me of not being there for you. But also,
careful.
you forgetting that you're alive, that in itself is me blessing you because I could just take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then it wouldn't even matter. It wouldn't even matter whether you think I'm showing up for you or not.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So I think for
Emma
sure,
has
like
the life too. Like as long as you're alive, you still have can try again. You still have a chance to try again. So it's like, okay, you're alive, girl, get up. Sarah J. Ross, she said that, girl, get up.
And I also believe in, and I think that's something that's happened for you as well. It's like I believe in slow and steady. I think that we have gotten used to instant gratification, obviously because of social media, all of these things. We want things right now, right? That's not how it works. Like it takes time to build anything that's sustainable, takes time to build. So you gotta be patient with it. You gotta be patient with it. But it adds because the you that I knew almost 14 years ago, sitting here, two night and day people. Girl, night and day. Like the hustler, the one that's like, in your tiny little studio. Look at you now. You're going to like look at apartments, like, you're living, I can live on the top floor in Marina Del Rey. I can live in the top floor in this, you know what I mean? Like, but this is night and day. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but it took time. It took time. It needed to compound, right? And then get you to where you are now. And I truly believe also that life that you have is because of the way that you've shown up for other people. And that's just the truth. Because sometimes people will hear it and I'm like, she inspires me. But be inspired, but also look at the work it took to get there. Look at the way that the person shows up for other people. Look at the way that they show up in their communities. Do you get what I mean? Like look at the way they show up in their own communities. So, but yeah, I needed to add that part because sometimes people like just like, oh la 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 la. No, it's like if you don't show up for your
Yeah.
community, you don't show up for the people around you, ain't nothing happening to you. You're gonna grow. You will
Well,
grow. Don't get me wrong.
show up, but be very intentional. How you show up or who to show up for. That's something I had to learn because I used to show up for everyone and everything, every lizard every frog that I met on the street of La Brea. Quality over quantity. And I think that's what I have in my life today. I have a beautiful quality life with the people that I really love, inspired by, and just really quality women, quality husband, quality daughter, you know? And that's the niche. Those are just building my tribe, man. It took me forever. And that's why you see me being like a little bit lighter. I'm not heavy. I'm not venting. I'm not.
What would you say to a mom who's struggling with identity, meaning trying to chase her dreams and also trying to be a mom and be present with it, trying to balance both?
Is she single mom or is she married?
Oh, she's married with her husband. I mean, how about we give two versions
Yeah,
of it?
because those two things are very different, right? They look different in real life, right?
Yeah, but I'll ask you because you have a partner. So what would you say to a mom who actually has a partner and trying to pursue
Be
her dreams, right? Because
intentional.
that's your experience.
Conversation, communication, because it starts with your partner, right? If your partner is like saying no, like there's like, it's toxic. It's like, so be intentional. So the first thing is like, do you know what you want? Communicate it to your partner. And, if your partner is supporting you, stop at nothing to follow your dreams. Go for it, but don't do it just for you. Do it for the little baby you are nurturing, growing, teaching. Because we're always teaching our children, whether we're silent or not. They watch our every move. So I think it starts with, what do you want your baby to see? What lesson do you want them to learn? I think we start there. And then once you figure out what it is, stop at nothing to show them just that. Because they're in your household today, soon they will be out. Do you want to be worried at midnight? Do you want to worry where they are? Or do you want to instill like how they should be moving and how, independence? I love independence. I love freedom. Obviously, I was a people pleaser. I am against people pleasing because you will compromise yourself. So a
Absolutely.
mom who still have dreams, do it for you and stop at nothing. But also do it for that little nugget that you just birthed to learn when they're outside of your home. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Adinette, now, what would you say to your younger self?
The first thing that the first thing that came in my mind was like, baby, it's gonna be all right. You know what you should do. You know who you are. Because I was always aware, but I didn't act on my awareness. I've been blessed with the gift of awareness, but I didn't always follow that. So I will compromise it, and then I'll learn. Most of the things I've been through, it's you went outside your awareness. Know
Huh?
thyself.
Hey, Adinette. So, do you have any question for me before we
Girl, I
close?
wish I did that 30 minutes ago because now about to be an hour extra. It's my podcast now. No, I'm kidding.
Adinette, thank you so much for being on the podcast. This was so awesome, so amazing. I feel like there's so much more that we can talk about, but we'll talk about it on another
Sequel.
episode. And with that being said, thank you so much for being here. I absolutely love you. You already know that part, and that's not going to change. And I'll speak to you on FaceTime. I think the biggest takeaway from this conversation is that you're not behind and you haven't missed your moment. You're just becoming on a timeline that actually belongs to you. And if you're in a season where you don't fully recognize yourself yet, that doesn't mean you're lost. It might just mean you haven't met this version of you yet. Thank you for sitting at the table with us today. If this episode resonated with you, share it with another mom, another friend, or someone who might need this reminder. And as always, Conversations with Friends is a space we grow together. Take what you want, leave what you don't, and I will see you on the next episode.